Hello and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Reverse 1999. And I think today we are also going to be finishing off the rest of Chapter 6. Because not much is left, and apparently I left on quite the cliffhanger last time, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the hell the rest of this chapter is going to be, because I definitely am aware that I left on quite a spicy part. But you know me, I have impeccable timing. When it comes to these things. But yeah, last time was a series of very powerful moments in the whole chapter so far. From Hoffman and Marcus having a moment between each other, and then also obviously the Isolde and Cacania parts were pretty strong. Especially the big reveal of, and I will happily admit, I did not see that one coming. That it's gonna turn out that Isolde isn't just hysterical because of what is happening around her, like all of that weighing down on her and making her be as crazy as she is, or rather make her appear as crazy as she is, plus her arcane power probably playing into the whole thing, but that she actually is crazy is quite a good surprise, and I'll give them a double thumbs up for that. I did not see that coming, and as someone who usually is capable of predicting a lot of shit in stories, I appreciate those moments. I appreciate those moments that I don't see coming. But yeah, that was quite the reveal, and we left on quite the interesting spot. And judging by what you guys were saying in the comment section last time, I'm looking forward to what is gonna happen next. But also, speaking of the comment section, on the previous episode, Anonimo Veneziano, pardon, it's a bit hard to pronounce when it's all smushed together like that, but Anonimo Veneziano 5493 said, "As far as I know, it has been a serious violation of guidelines for Cacania to psychoanalyze a person very close to her, like Isolde. On the other hand, the alternatives were still far from better, and they are likely responsible for the present state of Isolde." Yeah, a psychiatrist should never... I think that's a rule with... I've never been to a psychiatrist. I only remember that rule from, like, movies and shows and stuff. But I think the general rule is for psychiatrists to never therapy a person that they personally know. Like, they're either good friends with or are part of the family. Because that's never a good idea. I'm not sure if that's an actual rule in police as well, but I think police also usually have like a similar rule if a strong case appears and like a murder case or something, and someone on the force is tied to the case. They usually don't put them on the thing or keep them under watch just in case, because it's way too personal. But yeah, she should have not been part of that. But like you said, there was not really huge alternatives to anything else. But yeah, anyway, you continue. By the way, Cacania as a unit has a special mechanic called empathy, which I think reflects well her character. Yeah, just as a word, that is definitely something I would associate with Cacania, at least as much as I've seen of her so far in this story. That definitely describes her pretty well. You also continue. When I began reading the third chapter of the Three Doors, I supposed it would be a spin on the Dr. Jekyll and I suppose it would be a spin on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, alchemical potion to separate human and Arcanist blood, while in the end I saw it more as a callback to Chapter 1. A genius with unconventional methods that, despite being persecuted, managed to obtain a great achievement. The implication of that potion on the world of Reverse 1999 could be huge, but for now it hasn't been mentioned again. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I didn't really think about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the regard of that story, but that's a very interesting story to to compare it to, because yeah, at the end of the day, the potion is supposed to turn a Arcanist into a regular human, and I think I made a note as well at the end of the Three Doors last time that could be a huge thing for the world of Reverse, essentially. But yeah, very interesting that didn't make a comeback at any given point. Again, it's also very interesting how the stories were structured. We pretty much went from the Mesmers, who are closely tied to the whole Institute and Laplace thing. Then we went to Nikola Tesla, who again is tied to, or was tied through its story, his story to Laplace again, and the technology developed there. And then we have this story, which was set before all of that, apparently, I believe, and it talks about a potion that is quite powerful in a narrative sense and in a world-shaking sense, but doesn't make a return. So, I don't know what they're gonna be doing with it, if there's gonna be a return to the potion. If so, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm gonna try and keep it in my mind. But yeah, thank you very much for the comment. Now, a couple of other things that I saw you guys bring up in the previous episode that I want to quickly highlight, or rather, there is one comment that I want to bring up that is not from the previous episode, so not from episode, what was last time? Which one was last time? 24? Yeah, 24. But from 23, I believe the comment appeared right around the time when I was finishing editing the previous part, but it's a comment on a little thing that was brought up during part 23 of this Let's Play. And it's a thing that Zemmelweis brought up, essentially, about the storm. And it's kind of like a thing that I kind of glossed over. I don't remember if we talked about this before in this Let's Play so far, but I think it was already alluded to, that the storm is... The comment is pretty much around the fact that the storm is not just moving backwards in time, but also forwards in time. To quote from the comment very quickly, the sixth storm happened during 1912, and making it go to 1966, which is where Vertin met Regulus in the prologue. It's also when Marcus met Hoffman and joined the Foundation, hence why Marcus said in the previous video that, that is part 23, that her time has returned because she's someone from 1912. It's also why Hoffman was talking about taking Marcus to her orphanage after this Vienna mission, so that Marcus can reunite with her friends and family from that era. But yeah, that's a very interesting thing. I'm gonna try and keep that in mind, that the storm is not just moving back but also forward, because that is definitely interesting that it's going back and forth. Which brings me to another comment, or rather a slew of comments that I saw from you guys bring up, and that is about the character of Marta. During the little scene on the island, a very interestingly shaped NPC appeared, a woman by the name of Marta, and I did already make a couple of comments on a previous episode how she's kind of standing out, probably mostly because of the blindfold. But you guys brought up a very interesting thing. Now this is something I'm happy that you guys are reminding me of shit, because Marta technically already appeared, and as you guys said, will also reappear in the 1.6 side story. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Apparently in these side stories she's going by a friend from afar, I think you guys said, the friend from afar. So I'm gonna keep in mind. Also very interesting naming convention now that I look at it as well for her. But you guys also said that in the Rimet Cup story that I already covered in the Let's Play so far, she already appeared. Even though it was for brief moments, she was already there, just not shown, but she was voiced. So I kind of wanted here at the beginning do a quick little hop and skip and compare the two vocal appearances, essentially. Well, vocal and visual appearances. So let's do that very quick. Alright, so this is where she appears for the first time in the Ribbon Cup story, at the beginning, with the pretty much beginning first cutscene. Newsboy addresses a beautiful lady in black.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you've turned it. Sorry,
No need to apologize, warm-hearted child. Could you please read me the news of the day?
So yeah, and I rewatched my own footage. I did remark on the fact that, yeah, she is blind, and the boy immediately notices. She addresses it as well here, but he also then proceeds to read the newspaper. But it's pretty much the same voice.
Sorry,
You're... Where is it? There.
Are you talking to me?
So let's hop over to our current story. And yeah, so this is where we were in the previous part.
Of course. We are always generous in our support of the contemplative.
So yeah, it's pretty much...
Good morning, Miss Vertin. I'm here to see if you need help with anything.
It's pretty much the same VA, like you guys said. And obviously it is a blind woman and everything, so this is pretty interesting that she was already in 1966, now she's here on the island, and apparently she's gonna be in another story in the future. I'm gonna keep my eye out for that. Another thing I want to point out, and I just want to forward here a tiny bit because of it.
Thank you, Miss Marta.
Is a very interesting thing, and that's the typical anime style and color grading and making you at least think or maybe signal that two characters might be somehow related. I know where I'm going with this. Don't worry. I am very positively sure that people pointed this out because I heard you guys say that there are many like theories apparently who she could be. Nothing confirmed yet apparently, but allow me to throw my 2 cents into this. A rational, normal one and a batshit insane one. So the rational and sane one would be that, and we've kind of talked about this at the beginning where some of you said that Arcana might be related to Vertin, like those were some kind of speculations in the past. Personally, I don't really believe that. I can kind of see why people would believe that, but I don't think so. But this woman definitely falls into the category of could be related in some regard. Why is that? Well, the good old anime rules, right? If it's a family member, close related or something, usually something in the design will be overlapping with the younger counterpart. In this case, we obviously don't see her eyes, of course, but in this case, the hair color gradient for both Vertin and
Don't you want to ask me what I'm writing letters for?
and Marta
Despite
is
all the
very
impressive
similar.
things, the integrity of your soul number is
Even down to the tips of, even though it's very slight, even though down to the tips of the highlights. The major other difference would be just the hair in the back, of course. That's never gonna mimic. Even in anime,
The foundation
characters
is
are gonna
the
be
outside world.
characters are gonna be different
They're
in
trying to
design.
resolve this unfounded territorial dispute peacefully.
But the very, very similar design in between the two of them kind of makes me believe there is some kind of family relationship going on there. Especially because of the 2 long bangs in the front that I'm circling right now on Vertin's little portrait here. The major
We've yet to reveal
difference...
Did you convey our sincere intention?
The major difference between the two of them is obviously the hair in the back.
Yet you sound like an official.
Her entire hair is completely tied in the back, while Vertin's just that little poof at the side. But the hair is very similar. Now, like I said, my rational explanation to this is that these two could just be some kind of family that is not yet revealed. The completely batshit insane thing, however, I'm just gonna say it this way, could be that this is Vertin. This is Vertin under a new name, a pseudonym or something, just maybe even a pen name to hide her real self. She could be blind, still. But why do I think it could be Vertin herself? Just an older version? Well, what if the younger Vertin discovers at some point in time that she can somehow tap into the little elements inside of the storm that make the whole thing possible in the first place, and uses it to time travel? But why would she do that? Why would she time travel, right? What if it's a little paradoxical moment of the original journey of Vertin was very horrible and nothing went really according to plan, and potentially a lot of people were lost along the line, even more than just her young friends in the past. And this version of Vertin, and that version of Vertin rather, discovered a way to go back and forth in time using the storm and its mechanics, and somewhere in the shadows is lending a hand so that the journey goes smoothly. Another little thing that could make me believe that, but it could be just a interesting paradox, is this little part here that I'm circling right now. This little emblem is, and I can't remember if I said this during the previous episode, don't get distracted by the boob, This little segment looks like the rewind, pause, and play forward, or just past, present, future. Could also be. I might be reaching, but that is the batshit insane theory that I have. And I just want to point it out. I usually like always to do that, because if it's gonna be true, it's gonna be nuts. She does have this thing here at the bottom as well, but I don't know what that could symbolize. But yeah, this one is way more prevalent here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, back to current times. So, let's continue with the episode properly now. We stopped on a cliffhanger. Let's see what's happening. Only applause. Applaud, applaud, applaud. Oh boy. I'm ready. Or am I ready? I might not be ready. Oh boy. Oh. Holy shit. What a voice. You guys did say that this voice actor is an actual opera singer anyway. Okay, I need to ask, is this gonna continue or is it gonna repeat the same thing? Okay, there we go.
It is going smoothly. Looks like Isolde is going to finish the show.
Okay, it was repeating. I was thinking to myself, is it repeating now? Yes.
But how did she get on stage? No one saw her backstage.
Huh.
A secret passage, like at the exhibition. Marcus, keep an eye on Isolde. I'll go find Heinrich. The branch staff will take action as soon as she comes off the stage.
Yeah, makes sense. Stages do usually have like secret little nooks and crannies to make their actors go quickly on and off the stage.
I'll talk to you on the intercom.
Hoffman rises from her seat. The surrounding audience look at her disapprovingly. Just breathe, you little bean, just breathe. Marcus stares intently at the stage. The spotlight shines, casting its beam on the stage's sole protagonist. Vienna's unparalleled nightingale. But Marcus has no interest in her beautiful songs. She's only calculating the progress of the unseen dream. I hope I read that correctly, I was reading fast. Or rather, disappeared fast. Holy shit. Okay, and it repeats.
This is the second act. Scarpia, the chief of police, will propose a bargain. Tosca will pretend to submit and request safe conduct for her and Cavaradossi when Scarpia signs the paper.
Her focus state narrows her vision. Marcus can even feel the slight tremble of the star's hair as she sings. Tosca bows before the statue, brewing her revenge. And which road do you choose? The shortest one. Civitavecchia. A small piece of paper is retracted from Tosca's fingertips.
Almost there. Almost there.
Tosca lifts the red silk from the table. She picks up the dagger, plunging it into the heart of the police chief. Facing the man lying in a pool of blood, she laughs aloud and maniacally.
Questo è il bacio di Tosca!
This is Tosca's kiss. Oh!
Wait, something's wrong.
Oh, did the guy actually die? Are you choking on your own blood?
Lying on the ground.
Uh-huh.
That's Mr. Carl from the branch?
Oh.
Is he really bleeding?
Marcus shoots up from the gallery. The information her reading reveals causes the telescope to slip from her hands.
What? Are you sure? Definitely Miss Kakanya. He is not acting. That's real blood coming out of Mr. Carl's body.
Oh boy.
The assassination in this story has become reality. Why is the show still on? Why isn't the audience reacting? What about the branch staff?
Are they enchanted?
Madam Hoffman, can you hear me?
Her cries go unheard. The audience remains attentive and silent. There is no sound from the communicator.
What is going on?
Kakanya rushes down from her seat. She runs through the audience, whose expressions remain unchanged, with heads locked straight to the front of the stage.
It really is Mr. Carl.
The pool of blood beneath Carl slowly spreads, steaming in the cool air.
Why is no one... Are you all mad? A man has been killed, don't you see? Stop the show!
The audience sits calmly and unfazed. The music continues. On the stage, Isolde, playing Tosca, turns around, revealing a pleased expression. Are they really enchanted? Did the purple mist that just happened maybe hypnotize everybody?
Cavarodossi, have you escaped from jail? What? My poor lover. You were put into jail only because you were too kind-hearted. I've been trying to clear your name.
Oh, she's seeing Kakanya as Cavaradossi? She's still in the whole thing?
Scarpia proposed an unfair deal. He wanted me as his mistress. But now he's dead, at last. The whole of Rome was overshadowed by his power.
What are you talking about, Isolde? That's not what the story is like.
Run away with me, Cavarodossi. I have the safe conduct. We will go to the sacred kingdom of happiness and freedom, where no one knows us.
Holy shit. Uh-huh. What's loading in? Oh, cutscene.
What are these? Oscar Pochurak poisoned to death. Resnik shot dead. And Hudnov assassinated. King of Greece assassinated. Archduke Franz assassinated.
Uh-huh.
All these assassinations at the same time?
Uh-huh. Applause comes from the main hall, from the balconies, from beneath the dome, from beyond the unreachable sky, all converging into an unstoppable frenzy of sound. It rings through the hall like a torrential downpour. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is it a storm? Is that what's happening? Oh, really? Now you're giving me a trial fight? But yeah, is that what's happening right now? Is that the climax of this age, of this era now? Where everything is boiling up and the storm is reacting to it? Okay, let's see. A rainy day friend. Lift the lord's nose, pinch the lady's ear. You can do away with the raincoat and boots. A masked friend greets you warmly on the porch. Come and enjoy this wonderful rain. Allow me to decline. Uh-huh. Are you... Whoa! Okay. I'm taking my words back. This is interesting. Theater audience member. A theater audience member with the storm syndrome. Okay, yeah, the storm is happening right now. Art brings freedom, passion, and joy. Today, he understands this like never before and loves it more than ever. Okay, buddy pal. Okay, buddy pal. Let's,
Ha! An experienced adult is coming to your aid.
Let's bring you back under control, shall we? Oh my god, they look spooky as hell. Those heads. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Hold on to that.
Using troops.
Still, you can't escape the murmurs of your remaining sanity. Oh, good. Ooh. O Venus most divine. Venus, Venus, when your golden blood cascades upon us, passing through the shimmering azure over ankles and veins and supple thighs so pure, a hammer falls at the temple's core. You forget, touching night with your foot's tip once more. O Venus, have you already left me? O Venus, could you be no more? Applaud, 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 and cheer, fulfill that raucous roar. Dance is not unpaced in the coffin's stiff embrace, for you, majestic and sublime, do offer meager praise. I follow you, Venus, follow your fingertips in a haze, stepping onto the path, back to better sweet days. Where is this from? This is a very beautiful poem. Sad, but beautiful. Fits. Alright, let's see. The Clashing Tides. Oh, okay. Okay. When all tides converge. Time for Arcania to face Isolde, huh?
Their faces are distorting, like those paintings. Is this also some kind of mass hysteria, or...
No, my dear little bean, that's the storm. The opera house is bizarrely noisy and the people within are restless.
Anyone seen my glasses? Could you pass them to me?
Holy shit, that portrait.
Oh, they've grown on my eyes. Don't mind me.
They've grown on my eyes. The cheering crowd stands on their chairs, clapping uncontrollably, shouting with maddened fervor.
Questo è il Baccio de Tosca!
Uh-huh.
Friends, Keith and Keen, take your daggers and get up there! We will all kill our own Scarpia!
Oh boy!
Those so-called upper-class people don't deserve the best seats!
Oh god.
Visitate! Visitemore!
More and more people leave their seats. Some shouting as they step up and over to lean over railings and into the aisles. The music still plays and the curtain has yet to fall. I heard that noise!
I can almost feel the blood splashing on my face. There's no doubt this is art. The way in which reality replaces fantasy. I've never seen a show like this before.
Uh-huh.
Zilla, what happened? Have you got blood on your faces too? Is this part of the show?
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. The crowd blends like a thick oil painting, surging and washing over every corner of the opera house.
They're killing each other in a frenzy. Is no one noticing this?
No.
Madam Hoffman, I have an emergency here.
Poor Marcus in the middle of this, holy shit. Marcus stumbles, knocked over by the frenzied crowd, and the connection to her communicator is lost.
No, I can't hear anything.
Also very interesting, the crowd is only going after each other, they're ignoring Marcus. It's like only people who are afflicted by the frenzy and the storm right now are killing each other, but anybody non-afflicted is fine?
The crowd won't let me leave. I need to make way myself.
Yeah. Interesting. Battle, I guess? Yeah. Okay. More of the theater audience. Okay, let's deal with them.
This trial is mine to judge.
Target confirmed. And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
Alright, audience dealt with. Sorta. Someone rushes out. Was that a gun? Someone rushes out from the shadows drawing a sidearm.
Quiet! Be quiet! Go to hell, you terrorists!
Soldiers? Okay. If their arrival had meant to bring order, it succeeded only in making this seem that much more chaotic. Gunshots, screams, roars, and bellows meld together. A few staff members from the Foundation branch weave through the crowd, but they are either infected with hysteria or swept away in the flood of people. Marcus dodges awkwardly among them, like a leaf in a rushing river.
I need to disperse them. At least open up the exit.
Aww.
Marcus, what are you doing? I said evacuate.
Hoffman hurries from the other side of the curtain, pulling Marcus away from the swarming crowd. Okay, I'm gonna say something very quickly. I had a picture in my mind for a while now for Hoffman, because these types of relationships between a mentor and a student are essentially one of my favorites amongst you know, just general storytelling, and something I get very attached to very quickly. And usually in those stories, the mentor dies. I hope nothing happens to Hoffman, but this happened in multiple stories that I played so far. Games, in general, of course, but, please no. Please no.
But people are dying. It is our duty to...
I just got a message from the headquarters. The Timekeeper has issued a 24-hour storm warning.
Oh, the Timekeeper. Oh, that's the letter she sent. Right.
What?
The Manus has carried out several assassinations on the same day. The instability of this era has reached a critical point.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the storm is coming.
Yep. Emotions are surging. Marcus collapses to the ground. Aww. Slowly, bewilderedly, she begins raking her hands through her hair. Aww.
No way. The storm...
A compulsory thing to do that to her hair.
It was me. It was me.
Oh no, she's gonna blame herself even more now. Oh.
It was me who started
no.
the chain reaction. It was me who leaked out the details of the island. It was me.
Oh no.
Get a hold of yourself, Marcus.
A pair of strong hands pull her up from the ground.
This is a storm of time. Compared to the chaos it causes, you and I mean nothing more than a pebble. It happened many times before you did anything, and it will happen countless times more. The errors in history will disappear again and again, and so will the people. The situation can't get any worse. The only thing we can do now is to find the ritual that grants immunity to the storm. It's the only way to save more lives.
The poor baby. Hug her, Hoffman.
The Foundation has issued the evacuation notice. All staff must return to the headquarters before the storm arrives. The closest evacuation point is Vienna Central Station. They will pick us up there in 2 hours.
2 hours?
You guys better hurry. Marcus recalls the map she saw on her way with picture clarity.
It takes less than 2 hours to get...
I know. There are still things we can do before the storm truly arrives. But the enemies are probably much stronger than we are, and there will be no backup for us.
Not far away, the head of the Vienna branch lies slain, his face wretched in horror, a testament to a crime. Below the stage, people in fancy dress, in uniform and costume, roar and surge about, forming an indistinguishable mass.
He once told me what really scared you was not a threat to your life, but the possibility of dying ignorant. I think I understand what you mean now. I don't want that either. I don't want to go back to the headquarters without doing anything at all.
There we go, Marcus, there we go.
Well said, Marcus. Let's go. Find Heinrich and Isolde. They might know the ritual or have the clues we need. We can still catch the last train if everything goes smoothly.
Uh-oh. Hoffman expertly loads her... Oh, okay, that was her. Jesus. Hoffman expertly loads her weapon again, and Marcus grips her lamp tightly.
Kakanya is not with you?
Miss Kakanya ran up to the stage. She and Isolde...
Yeah, what's happening over there? Beyond the shoulders of the crowd, the green figure has disappeared from the stage. Marcus squints, inspecting the curtains and stage props.
Heinrich has enchanted all the props. There must be a hidden entrance to the secret chamber.
Oh yeah, where is Heinrich?
Miss Kakanya and Isolde are still in this theater.
Come here!
Whoa! The deep purple glow of an incantation radiates from the darkness. Hoffman pulls Marcus back by the shoulder. The incantation flies past her hair, singeing it. Oh, hi, Heinrich. I was literally just asking where your little sorry dinky ass was. The familiar figure of a gentleman flits into the scene. A foot almost steps on air. Whoa, shit is happening.
There are traps under the floor.
Uh-huh. Can I kick Heinrich's ass already? I want to pulverize him. I want to introduce him to Lucy. Anyway, this opera is silent. No audience, no music, not a word or note from any actors. A space to think. Cries echo from behind the curtain. Oh wow. She opens her eyes as another protagonist... Okay, did it stop? It did. She opens her eyes as another protagonist leaps onto the stage. Also, very nice showcase there on the picture with Isolde in the shadow, in the shade, and Kakanya in the light. That is the most simple yet most powerful way to showcase who's in the darkness, who's in the light, who's in the clear, who's in deep. Anyway, what's this? Experiment record. Archived experiment records. The scent on the paper is familiar. Flip through the records. Well, that looks familiar. Uh-huh. That's the screen you see when you are applying the thing to give yourself more energy. Experiment record sample number 001. After consumption, symptoms of excitement appear. Extraction efficiency increases by 20% and the extracted substance is purer. After a second injection of the purification fluid, symptoms of rapid heart rate and high adrenaline secretion occur. Materials. 3 tables, 7 panes of glass, 2 researchers, and 30 baseball bats? Uh-huh. Oh, were they trying to... Okay, let me finish reading, but... I'm thinking right now this is about extracting the stuff from storm samples. Sample number 008. It has been confirmed that its efficacy is positively related to its freshness, and the biochemical substance resulting from the extraction of bodily fluids are in a high energy state, with active molecular reactions resulting in variable properties. Attempts have been made to control the variables in order to determine a body fluid environment that might render the reagent relatively stable. Added note here, aside from me, don't even think about touching this thing, unless you want to end up like a certain person who nearly choked on vomit in the lab this morning. Okay. Sample number 19. After stripping the sucrose from the Picrasma 3 leaves, the mixed Picrasma 3 suspension is in a state of easy dissociation, and the molecular structure has become distorted. Perhaps sucrose is one of the keys to stabilizing the output. Okay. Sample number 023. Sucrose is indeed useful, but its product has not yet reached the expected stability. Attempts have been made to remove alcohol-like compounds from the reagent. Stop rushing me. I've had the taste of Picrasma in my mouth for days now. Sample number 25. Sucrose, alcohol, and Picrasma leaves. Let's leave it at that for today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh, it was preserved, but the effect is extremely weak. Maybe it's time to move the weights on the scale. Uh-huh. Sample number 53. The ratio for maintaining the effective components of Picrasma sucrose has been basically mastered in an attempt to eliminate its toxicity in humans. Sample number 98-A. After dropping 25% Picrasma 3 solution onto the inner wrists of volunteers, pure humans, 3 volunteers developed itchy, swollen rashes, and 1 volunteer experienced skin ulceration. All recovered without further effects after treatment. Okay. Allergies, I guess? Sorta. Versions of an allergy? Sample number 159-C. What is safe for the human body has no effect on Arcanists. Don't even think about putting these things in human mouths. If you try to use this to pressure us for next year's funding, I'll slap this experiment notebook in your face. Okay. That was interesting. Huh. Okay, I was just very quickly curious. I wanted to see the energy returning candy stuff that we get, because I've never read the flavor text on this. But, yeah, I see. The Picrasma tree is a deciduous plant with alternating arrangements of eye-shaped, coarsely dentate leaves. Jesus, those are words. Nodes may be found in the middle of the leaf veins. Has a bitter taste. Flowering season depends on the climate of its location. Huh. Okay, and this is the bigger jar. After multiple attempts, researchers of Laplace Scientific Computing Center managed to create a stable and easy way to store the mixture of Picrasma leaves, cane sugar, and alcohol. Further experimentation on this topic is still ongoing. Well, that was lore I did not expect.
Yourself. to the tandoori chicken.
Also, now that I know
and then
about
spiced
this...
lamb soup.
Okay. Nothing special. Just wanted to quickly check. Alright. Well, that was lore. That was interesting lore. Anyway. War and Peace. That is a name for a node. For whom does the bell toll? Oh god. I looked at it, the ring of life, the ring of all lives. Your hands form the ring and the judgment is pronounced on the doomsday at the dusk when history fades away. O world, its head bites its feet, its knees touch its nose. O man, they inhabit the earth waiting for the sky to fall. Yesterday turns into tomorrow, tomorrow reverts to yesterday. Who shall vanish in the rain? Who shall be granted the eternal happiness, the grace from above, and that emptiness, the cessation of existence? Oh boy.
What is it that you want, Isolde? I thought the Foundation was exaggerating the truth, but you are...
Are you mad, Doctor? Because I killed Mr. Carl?
You could say that, my dear.
I thought it would make you happy.
Happy? Why would I be happy?
Because he was a boastful man. His ideas were at odds with yours, and he contributed to the repression of this era. A bureaucrat you hate the most.
Oh boy.
He treated us like stains on the wall to be covered up in shame. And he was the kind of man who'd pocket the gold foil whenever he found any. Society is dying because of these hypocrites. Don't you think we should have the surgery and remove them?
Holy shit. Her words, mad as they are, managed to convey a warm sincerity.
I didn't know you would interpret my words this way. I deeply regret ever telling you that.
What? Why? Why are you being so cruel to me? It was you who said that everyone was sick and dying, even though they pretended to be fine. Yet the source of the sickness lay not in ourselves, but in the twisted era we lived in. A radical surgery is the only way to remove this ugly tumor.
Oh boy.
And it was also you who told me to stop repressing and to embrace my desires. We should restore the world to what it was like. A kingdom of freedom where everyone will be happy. Are these not your words? Or have I misunderstood them?
Yes, Kakani, I would be speechless after that. And maybe even retrace my own words in my own head.
Why won't you look at me? Have I made such a big mistake that you don't want to see me again?
No, that's not it.
No. Please, answer me. I'm begging you. You are my only friend and the one I cherish most in the whole world.
Oh.
Doctor, what on earth have I done wrong? Why won't you forgive me?
Kakania's stone-like visage does not crack. Isolde chokes dramatically.
Is it because I'm too stupid to understand your words?
That's not it.
Or because I'm also sick, the incurable tumor?
Uh-oh.
If that's the case, please help me. Hold my hands, touch my face, hug me, and talk to me heart to heart like you used to.
Uh-oh.
Doctor.
Isolde approaches. She reaches out a grasping hand and a fleeting corner of her garment.
Ich habe mich in diesem Traum von dir gesehen, wie in einen Spiegel schauend.
I saw myself in the dream of yours, like looking into a mirror.
Es war Abend, als wir dieses Gespräch hatten. Das war das erste Mal in meinem Leben, dass ich die Sonne gesehen habe.
Oh my god. It was dusk when we had that conversation. It was the first time in my life that I saw the sun.
Dein Traum hat mein leeres Leben mit Bedeutung gefüllt. Du hast mich davor bewahrt, nur ein verfluchtes Gefäß zu sein.
Jesus Christ. Your dream filled my empty life with meaning. You saved me from being just a cursed vessel.
Das war ein wunderschöner Traum.
That was a beautiful dream.
So schön, dass ich vergessen habe, wie hässlich ich bin,
Oh my
während
god.
ich ihn betrachtete.
So beautiful that I forgot how ugly I was while staring at it. Jesus Christ.
Ich versuche nur, einen Traum zu verwirklichen.
I'm just trying to realize your dream.
Ist das falsch von mir?
Am I wrong?
I never thought you would commit a crime over my words.
Crime? You mean what I'm doing right now? You don't like it?
Oh my god. She steps forward anxiously, fearing she might miss something.
The Foundation knows all the truths. Yet they won't tell us anything. That's why we have to release everything they repress. The news, the hysteria, the riots, the chaos. That's what Manus Vindicte told me.
I think you're misunderstanding everybody. But okay, yeah, Manus Vindicte has quite the approach to things.
Is this not like your dream? Did I misunderstand?
What in the world did they tell you?
They told me the method of salvation, Doctor.
Uh-huh.
They gave me the opportunity to save your loved ones, the world, and your dream.
Uh-huh. By what? Killing everybody in it? Or most people? The fall is painful. Oh, the other the other group. The space below the stage feels unexpectedly vast. Poor Marcus.
Where am I?
Under the stage, or rather backstage, enormous props fill the back area, with black and white shadows painted directly onto the floor, forming another stage beneath the stage. A familiar scent lingers in the air, prompting Marcus to rub her nose.
I've smelled this before.
Okay. Hoffman is ready.
Angelotti and unknown lady from the Foundation.
Hello, you bony asshole.
Welcome to the small beginning of our new world.
On the stage, he still gives a perfect impression of a harmless gentleman. Oh, damn!
Oh, sleeping bullets from Laplace. You almost hit me, miss. I can't let you through, though. Not now. The leading actress is busy.
Heinrich complains, hopping to the side and out of the bullet's path.
The curtain has been raised, ladies, and the show is about to begin. Why not open your hearts before the lights come on?
Why not put a bullet between your eyes?
Let's sit down and have a civilized conversation. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you. This next bullet fires true, but the air is so clouded with dust that the target had already moved before it struck.
There is no need to negotiate with a terrorist. You will have a chance to talk to our specialist after I take you to the headquarters.
I see Hoffman is, despite being German, approaching this from the from the American perspective. Shoot first, ask questions later.
a terrorist! You wound me. Is it because I wear the mask of menace? Because I revealed the truth you've been hiding? Or because we accelerated the storm and made this era end earlier than expected?
How about all of the above? A glow of arcane skill breaks through the response. Marcus raises her hand and the lamp dispelling some of the darkness.
Let me help you, Madam Hoffman.
Also, what did it say earlier? A A glow of arcane skill breaks through the response to his quarry. Okay.
My Angelotti! Why are you standing with the enemy? You're supposed to be one of us.
Angelotti? Is that me?
No, she is a tiny, fluffy bean. And you are a bony asshole. Shut up.
I am your salvation from the real terrorists of the world.
You're about to be a corpse.
Salvation?
This familiar term catches her ears, burning in them. This ordinary word has become most irritating. The speech given from the cover of the props continues.
Angelotti with a full case of books. Tell me, of all the books you have read and all the documents you have worked with, did any of them mention the catastrophe that suddenly broke out in the summer of 1914?
Uh-huh.
The scourge of the 20th century? The real history?
What are you talking about?
You have such a kind heart, Doctor. Yet you don't know the truth. How are you going to bear the pain when you do? Theophil set himself on fire. Ben hung himself to death. Emmanuel laid himself on the railroad tracks.
Are these the suicide cases in Vienna? They all came into contact with the menace?
Mm-hmm. Isolde tilts her head back, laughing brokenly. Oh god.
I can see them. I can hear them. The ghosts of future history haunting the city from above. Heads full of holes. Heads covered in shrapnel. Empty stomachs. Even the ghosts of little children. I can see them all. Cities bombed to the ground. And trains full of people headed straight for death.
Yeah, she's talking about World War I and its casualties. Oh boy.
It is coming. It is coming. By then, the guts hanging from trees will be more vibrant than spring flowers. There will be bullets, helmets, scars.
Holy shit.
Wir haben keine Zukunft, Doktor.
We have no future, Doctor. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's absolutely nuts.
How I wish it were a farce. A farce that claimed the lives of more than 10 million people. A farce that dozens of leaders decided to take part in. Ben, a dear friend of mine. He played the best Fantasia in A minor ever, but came back from the battlefield missing an arm and a leg.
He remembers that day when the generous Mr. Forget-Me-Not stepped across the deck, his questions stifled by a stack of thick letters.
And Emmanuel. His hands were born to write poetry, but he was sent to the front and dug trenches until he died of disease.
Oh, he is, hold on. It just clicked with me. He played the best Fantasia. Oh, we should read a farce that claimed the lives of more than 10 million people. Yeah, he's talking about World War I. He is from the future? Like, okay. When did Emmanuel stop painting? He could not even recall his old friend's handwriting. It was blurry now. Only his anger remains vivid.
Our hands are meant to hold paintbrushes, play pianos, and write stories. But they end up in gunfire because you narrow-minded hypocrites keep inciting them to violence. We've already suffered for our gifts. Now we have to watch our talented friends sacrifice themselves for man's childish tantrums. Ladies, you know all of this. Yet you call us terrorists?
I mean, a war is a war, despite how ugly they are, and yes. Hoffman, please! Having been quiet for a varying amount of time, Hoffman coughs up a mouthful of blood, dragging attention back to her. Hoffman! Hoffman! Please! Hoffman clutches her chest, falling just short of collapsing to her knees. Her face is now deathly pale, and Marcus watches as the cold face she wears contorts with streaks of pain and unease.
Madame Hoffman? Madame Hoffman!
Heinrich continues to speak, entirely unconcerned. He points at Hoffman.
The real terrorists are you, humans. Sie haben diesen Krieg begonnen.
It was you who started that war. And you, mein Herr, as the Germans would say, are an Arschloch. Anyway, oh god, there's still something here. Oh. Also very quickly, please don't let it be. Please don't let me had that. I had that feeling about Hoffman for a while. Oh, please don't let it happen again. Heavy door. No invitation, no key, no requirements. Just give it a knock. Okay, knock on the door. In distant Romania, 5 days have passed since the Martisor? I guess? Actually, well, if that's Romanian, let me quickly hear it. Alright, yeah. Martisor. Okay, I'm gonna presume, considering this is Romanian, this is gonna be not a J. Okay. Grandma Yina received several amulets and gave them to Elena and me. Grandma Yina said that this amulet was for saying goodbye to winter and welcoming spring, but I saw some yellow powder mixed into the white hemp thread. I thought it might be daffodil powder, but Elena told me not to think too much. It couldn't have come from the cemetery. Elena tied a knot on my amulet just like hers, so everyone would know we're sisters. She was so excited for Grandma Yina to see her handiwork that she didn't even take the time to read to me today. She just kept dragging me in front of Grandma Yina, but even now, as I write in my diary, Grandma Yina still hasn't said anything, and Elena has fallen asleep. Maybe she'll forget it tomorrow, but I'll remember it for a long time, because I want to tell her that we can't be sisters. The children in the orphanage don't have relatives, but I never said that. There are exceptions, though, like if Ellen and I are taken away by the same person or the same couple, then we'll become sisters by law. The door of the orphanage is a very heavy door. I don't know how my parents managed to open it and send me inside, but maybe there are a lot of adults who can't open that door like me, so they couldn't come back to get their children. If someone knocks on the door and wants to come in, I'll run over to help them, and then I'll ask them to take me and Elena with them, and if possible, Andre as well. But it's okay if no one comes to knock on the door, because the three of us are together now. Ooh, okay. I'm guessing Marcus's past. Ooh. Good lord, this chapter. Good lord, this chapter. Uh-oh. Don't like this. I do not like this in the background. Okay, 21 double cross. Doctor? Double cross? That's an interesting title for a node. What's about to happen? Who's double crossing who? Is Isolde gonna double cross Marcus? The scent from backstage strikes her as odd. Something neglected within her stirs to life, pulsing in her chest, constantly pulsing.
Madam Hoffman?
Uh-oh. Marta stands stunned, watching her role model sink back to the ground.
Fortunately, the Guiding One has heard our cries and promised us salvation. The storm will put a stop to this frenetic melody before all of the good, artistic, heartfelt things in life are destroyed before our eyes. It will wash away the unwanted, the unimportant. The creators of this chaos will be severely punished.
Uh-huh. Sure, buddy. Heinrich checks his watch expectantly.
It's still a little early for what Mr. Forget-Me-Not has planned. But the actors and actresses are in place. Don't worry, Miss Angelotti. We won't leave anyone behind, nor will we leave any enemy spared. I will eliminate the obstacles for you and help you better understand yourself.
What? What are you talking about?
My dude, I think Marcus is about to rip you a new one. Just keep talking. She's approaching a breaking point. Or rather, she's already past it, but... just keep talking. Blood curses through her in rapid fire. The sound grows louder and more intense until she can hear it pounding in her ears.
The sifting has begun, ladies. Enjoy. The potion specially made by Mr. Forget-Me-Not. A gift from the Picrasma tree.
Oh, this is what happens if someone inhales that stuff that is human.
For those who have Arcanist blood, it will undoubtedly enhance their powers.
Yeah.
Both physically and mentally.
Yeah.
But for the powerless, mixed blood humans, it is lethal poison.
Yeah. Watching the young Arcanist stupefied by the smoke, Heinrich only chuckles.
People sometimes forget how different humans and Arcanists are, don't they? Marriages between the two races have been common for some time. The mixed bloods have become the majority of society. Those with less than 1/4 Arcanist blood, some with even less, have blended in amongst the humans because they don't have any arcane power. And so they are seen as humans, both by the public and by themselves. And now the punishment for betraying your own kind. You should have stood with us, but instead you sided with the enemy and watched your own kin suffer. The
Buddy.
blood that you have ignored and forsaken will awaken, explode, and tear you apart from within.
Oh, buddy. Marcus stubbornly supports Hoffman's arm, but Hoffman raises a hand to refuse her help.
I'm fine. I'm just a bit... I can still stand.
Hoffman, please.
Sadly, you won't be fine for long. Mr. Forget-Me-Not is one of the best potion makers. The formula is carefully designed to prolong your suffering until sweet death finally spreads its wings over you.
Oh, good. Make her suffer even longer. Forget me not, you asshole.
But resent not. Your pain is fleeting compared to what my people were made to endure. As for you, Miss Angelotti, a choice lies before you.
In the oddly scented smoke, Heinrich raises his hand.
Me?
You have been lied to. Humans have whispered lies through their petty, made-up history. There has been genocide, the lengthy, vicious kind, under the banner of high-minded reason. They tried to split the world in two, so that the progressives cannot be stopped by the non-progressives, so that the irrational cannot speak against the rational. When they do, death and destruction follow.
Yeah, but you see, you can work on those things without bloodshed and get it done with, but if you go the bloodshed route, you are not progressing anything, you are just regressing everything. You dingus.
You're one of us. An Arcanist child abandoned at an orphanage. You must have heard your heart pounding like a knock on the door. It's the sound of a long-lost soul coming home.
Mm-hmm.
It calls to you to rid your shackles of reason, to expose the lies of history, to embrace your primal passions and unleash the powers of your gift. You should be one of us, as you always should have been.
The aroma of the picrasma tree comes to mind. Yes, she hears it. Echoes up from the reptilian brain. What?
He's right, Marcus. This is the missing part of history that they didn't let you go through.
Uh-huh.
Hoffman kept everything from you, didn't she?
Oh, it's herself.
You're here because you want to find the truth. You don't have to work for a human institution.
The invasion of thoughts continues without end. Uh-oh. That's a dagger. Okay, did it stop? Because I missed a tiny bit, yes. Where did I... Yeah, she hears the echoes up from the reptilian brain reverberating along tangled knots of reason and knowledge. Okay. A dagger is thrown to the ground, spinning on its handle.
Pick it up. Drive it into your mentor's heart. Show us your resolve.
Wow, this guy.
An opportunity has arisen. Take it. A chance to learn who you really are, where you came from, and why you were abandoned.
No, not even heavy breaths. She picks up the dagger with blade pointed outward. Oh boy.
Marcus.
Very good, Angelotti. Before the High One of Midnight sheds merciful tears and washes away the sins of man, pass the test and join us.
Please toss it at him.
And we will take you through the storm back to our era.
Our era.
A tear slides across her face.
But my era has already come. 1914. The year you once wiped out with the storm is my era!
Huh?
Wow. She holds...
I waited in the abandoned lighthouse of that island. I waited in the marble house of the Foundation, watching the time go back to 1966, to 1929, and finally, back here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what was the sentence earlier? A tear... She holds the dagger looking up at the dome in despair.
You say this is salvation, but you're just replacing one annihilation with another.
Well said, little bean.
The Foundation wants to stop the destruction, but you're speeding it up. You don't care about this era, nor the people living in it. You abandon them. You hide in your empty kingdom, in your garden that doesn't yet exist, with your with your art, your poems and your pianos.
Wow.
And me, I just wanted to go home for a visit. Why would you take away even that?
Holy shit.
Marcus, don't lose control of yourself.
It's too late. She charges toward the man.
I'll kill you, Heinrich!
Holy shit, she's pissed. Oh my god, she's pissed at him. Holy shit. With all right, but damn, she's pissed at him. Alright, Heinrich, is it time? Is it finally time to bust your ass? It is. One of the few who returned from the storm, and thus dreams were shattered and a curtain of rain rose from the ground, creating a second river that mirrored its counterpart in the sky. Marcus, I'm about to introduce you to a robo-lady, and you will like it. Oh? Behind the curtains, 4 rounds. Allied characters gain penetration rate 20%. After attacking, inflict 1 stack of confusion on the target. Ooh! Excuse me.
Your command.
Charging. Loading.
Now dance.
The light that illuminates all. Aim and shoot.
Aim and shoot. Aim and shoot at the asshole.
Resistance is futile.
Okay.
An eye for an
Great decision.
Your command.
eye. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Hoo! Ha-ha! Hoo-hoo!
Now dance.
Oh, good for you.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see what we can do against that. How about this? Smaller heal will do. Big beam and big kick.
The law is above all else.
Faraday's miracle.
Hold on to that.
And I know I could hit the ads as well. I know. Before someone says anything, I know, but I'm kind of pissed at Heinrich right now.
Good for you.
Don't you applaud me, you little pissenelke?
Your command. All right. Deep breath in.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
An eye
breath
for
in.
an eye.
Everyone has their own destination.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
How is his old gonna look like? What is he gonna do? Ah. Okay, confusion. What does that actually do? Because I don't remember. Critical rate, critical resist is minus 25%. Okay. That's fine, I would say. I see a prime opportunity for a big heal. Big heal.
Atop the scale of justice.
Loading. Charging.
Noble or lowly, sin shall
Health.
be punished.
Confirmed. Eliminate target.
Goodbye, you little shit.
Using troops.
Oh, back to this.
Someone is calling me. Leave here with me, Doctor. Let the rain wash away the old world, so we can build your dream in a new one. I thought we were on the same side of liberating our oppression, giving freedom to the Arcanists.
She stretches out her hand to her. But Kakania stands stiff, clenching and unclenching her fist in futile repetition.
I never thought that you would take people's lives, Isolde.
Isolde looks up with a maddening joy plastered on her face.
Is this why you hesitate? Because I killed a person who shouldn't be killed? A person from the Foundation? After you befriended the young lady?
It doesn't matter that the guy is from the Foundation, you just killed a person.
Is it because you made peace with the Foundation? And yet, I became associated with Manus Vindicte.
She found her answer. Her eyes twinkle with delight.
I see now. I understand, Doctor. I will correct my mistakes.
Was I right? Is she about to go and kill Heinrich?
Isolde?
I killed a man of the Foundation. Thus, you thought I was imposing Manus Vindicte's cause over yours. It displeased you, am I right? Then I shall prove myself to you.
Oh my god. She produces a pistol out from beneath her skirt. It once helped end Theophil's suffering, and now it will take on a greater mission.
I will take Heinrich's life,
Oh my god.
for that would make it fair.
And she actually has a gun there.
Please,
Um.
come with me and witness my commitment, Doctor.
Holy shit.
What did you say? You're going to kill... who?
Look, at least with Heinrich I have no qualms. And neither should you. She's still going to kill someone, which is not a good thing. But you know what? Heinrich kinda deserves it. But Isolde has already lifted her skirt, bowing gracefully to the doctor. The familiar surge of arcane energy, the same teleportation incantation that brought Carl to the stage. Oh! That's how Carl got to the stage. Okay. I was thinking he might have just been enchanted or hypnotized to perform with her on stage. But the poof teleported him there. Okay. Thank you for this. After a brief flash of light, they find themselves on the other side of the stage, where a fierce battle has just taken place. Hoffman kneels in agony, tearing off her scarf to reveal the terrifying pattern of toxic veins, that has spread from her heart across her chest. The potion is indeed lethal, forcefully activating her already weak blood vessels, turning her body into an overburdened machine ready to explode on the slightest movement. Heinrich then did not lie. She was destined for a long, unavoidable, agonizing march toward death.
I'm going to kill...
Oh my god, Marcus! And Marcus, pulled as if by fate, finds herself caught in an all-consuming emotional whirlwind from her revelations. Her gift was not meant for battle. Its misuse only makes her lose control even more.
Miss Angelotti, if you still don't see the big picture after returning to your true self, you are not one of us. Enjoy the sifting before the storm.
Heinrich kicks her away with indifference, no longer regarding the novice Arcanist with any concern. And at this moment Isolde descends from the void, as if possessed by some strange deity.
Ah, Isolde, you're just in time. These two are hopeless.
The zealot's words hang in the air, as she smiles and raises her arm. The deadly firearm is aimed at her once friend, with a straight baseline and graceful arc.
Goodbye, Heinrich.
Holy shit! Rip. Oh my god. Holy shit. She actually went for it. Wow. She's really obsessed with Cacania. Oh my god. Okay. Data booklet. The handwriting on it may be strong and hasty, but it is still neat and tidy. Open the booklet. Oh, Hoffman's investigation files. Theophil von Dittersdorf, member of the Circle, deceased, relationship to the Manus Vindicte unclear, his posthumous work, The Salvation, reveals information about the storm, suspected of having had contact with members of the Manus Vindicte during his lifetime. Hotel Zaha versus Café Demel Zahatorte. Which one? The timing can be decided in advance. Gus Clint, a young man with a particular fondness for squares and diamonds, more interested in women than the Manus Vindicte. Egan Hilde, or Egan Hilde, a dejected young man, relationship to the Manus Vindicte unclear. Heinrich, mentally unstable, often accompanied by strange odors. Huh, okay. That makes sense. Dead, dying, very complicated relationship, confused, doesn't know what to do next. Oh my god. Oh no, why is this text? Finished page. Please don't. Oh my god, what is this fucking chapter? Ugh. An unprecedented agony, like the bursting of a bullet in a chamber too small for it, only writ large to each vein across the body. She tries to summon her reason, looking for a way out, but only shattered half-thoughts come to her.
Heinrich must be taken to the headquarters. He has vital information.
The mission has failed. There will be no backup. The storm countdown has begun. Everyone will be called back to the headquarters.
This is the night storm. How much longer will we have to wait if we miss this opportunity?
Must leave at once. Marcus will have the storm syndrome if she stays here. She is losing herself. Gunshot. Isolde. Kanya. Why are they here?
Koska. You're turning your dagger at me.
You deserve it.
Me. The one who showed you the way to salvation. Me. The one who brought you all to the Guiding One. I even pleaded with Forget-Me-Not to keep a spot for Kakania. For your sake. How could you do this to me?
The bullet deviates slightly as it fires, hitting Heinrich's calf in a painful but not immediate lethal shot.
Doctor, why are you trying to stop me?
Oh, she missed because Kakania pulled her.
You still think of me as a doctor? I can't let you do any more killing. Miss Marcus, can you get on your feet? I'll slow them down. Get Madame Hoffman to safety.
The clamor fades away, leaving only the sound of turgid blood stickily moving through her veins. Alas, this is the world of the Arcanist. Reason is nowhere to be found, and everything is magnified. The floor is cold, the din loud, the air filled with scent. Oh god. Her vision has sharp Okay, it's gonna auto-advance. Yes, it will. And Isolde's gun pointed at Heinrich. Okay.
Heinrich, you seem to be in pain.
Okay, thank you, game. The clamor fades away, leaving only the sound of turgid blood stickily moving through her veins. Alas, this is the world of the Arcanist. Reason is nowhere to be found, and everything is magnified by the senses. The floor is cold, the din loud, the air filled with a scent, one that will lead her to her death. Her vision has sharp edges cutting into her sight, and everything moves slow, making out Marcus as she's plunged into a nightmare, then the good Dr. Kakania desperately attempting to hold back Isolde.
Shh. It's alright. Soon you'll be freed from the pain.
Oh boy. Hoffman?
You're out of your mind, Hoffman. Don't. There must be a better way.
But how long do we have to wait for another opportunity like this? You think you can still make it back to the headquarters? You think there will be a second chance for you?
Even if we fail, Marcus will be safe. The situation has changed. Kanya's decision is the key to victory.
Can't let the clues end here.
This is the wisest decision.
Oh boy, she's going nuts. She rises with all her strength. Isolde sees no new obstacles, focusing only on her initial enemy. She pulls the trigger.
Madam Hoffman?
Oh no. The girl, mired in chaos, witnesses this scene. Her reading commences, disregarding her own personal will. I can't let Isolde, oh my god, kill such a vital source of information. That's what Madame Hoffman's thinking, but what about her poison? The bullet reeks of gunshots and spirits. Alright, it's Isolde's arcane skill. Caconia, she has gone blank. I can't read anything from her mind. And there's Heinrich, who claims to be the savior. What is he thinking right now? Crash. The gunshot finally hits true. One shot, 2 lives. Isolde's bullet pierces through both Hoffman and Heinrich. Oh shit, she got both. This is the information her reading provides.
No! Madam Hoffman!
Holy shit. She crawls. Oh my god.
No!
Oh, that looks gnarly. Oh, that's how the poison looks on a human. Oh, good lord. She crawls on her hands and knees to her mentor's side. Why was I right? Why do the mentors always have to die?
Is Heinrich still alive?
I kinda hope not, but for your sake and your sacrifice, I kinda hope he is now. Marcus looks at the stage, now coated with blood, her voice trembling.
He's gone.
Well, rip.
I see. Should have been faster. You must take Kanya and leave. She can protect you from Isolde. She won't side with Manus from what I see. Give him my place in the storm shelter. Her arcane powers will be useful to us. So the both of you can evacuate safely.
Did you plan this all along?
Don't cry, Marcus. I know what I'm doing. I've taken back my senses before I die. I'm glad. The pain will cease. To die with my sanity and rationality still intact. It has been an honor.
No! Kanya, can you give her first aid and take her to the station? You'll meet the Foundation there. They'll have better equipment. They'll know what to do.
Yeah, but the poison.
Heinrich is dead. But there must still be clues on him. This isn't over yet. I have to finish the mission.
Hoffman just shakes her head. Weak fingers struggle to pull out a piece of
Marcus,
paper.
Take this. The number of that orphanage in Romania.
Oh.
I've had it with me for a while now. But...
Please save your strength, madam. This isn't what we need to worry about.
We don't have anything else to worry about. The mission is over. Silly child. Bring home. Before the storm comes. The future is yours.
Her hand slides down. This last second between them becomes an age to itself.
No! There must be something I can do! Everything is a book. Everything can be read.
Oh.
The most immediate threat to her life is that potion. Devil's shoestring, belladonna, narcissus, the zeta roots, and the fruits and roots of the picrasma tree. It's the formula made by Forget-Me-Not. The picrasma extract makes up more than 50% of the potion. This is very different from Laplace's formula. Arcanist potions seem to be a concoction of instincts and inspiration.
Oh, this is very huge. She actually managed to read what the poison is made of. Holy shit.
Is there nothing else I can do? The picrasma extract is not a poison in itself, just that humans cannot...
Yeah.
There must be a way, madam! Please! She's in pain. Don't give up. Keep reading. I will find a way.
Marcus,
Oh my god. As she turns the page, the realization hits. Even if she could read every detail, every exhaustive note on this page, she cannot rescue a burning book from a fire. It's already gone.
No.
Every book has an end, Marcus. There's nothing more on a finished page, no matter how reluctant you are to flip that page and get to the end. You will move on to a new chapter. Forgive me.
No, don't turn the page! Stop here! Stop now, please!
Oh my god.
For all the pain I had to put on you.
I can't read on. I don't like this ending.
Good god.
She's gone.
Holy shit.
She was an incredible woman.
Isolde, I don't know how to feel about you right now, so please be quiet. Gagania looks at her face in shock, studying it to find again the same face she'd spoken of. Mercy.
Her suffering ends here. Doctor, have you decided?
Gagania can only stand there, dazed, until a loud roar booms outside the opera house. Hell was that now?
I must leave,
Uh-huh.
but I will wait for your answer.
The third act, a bow, and then the curtain falls. The actor exits. This is the end of the story. Uh-huh, and then I get music. Thank you. Hansel and Gretel? Really? Okay, that was a thing just now. That was a thing just now. Also, why was it right? Why was it right about this? Ma'am, did we need another Van Damme? Did I need another Van Damme in my life? I had that bitch triple. I don't need even more. I don't need more of the same. Okay, what's this? Wow. A warrior song. From the weak and the meek. From the last song on stage. I never step forward. In solitude, I never step forward. I merely stay in place, swaying. A wooden oar. I never step forward. In joy, I never step forward. I wait until the waves wither to caress. The spine of a beast. I never step forward. In death, I never step forward until my sleeves, my shoes, myself sink to the bottom of the water, until the night comes, until even the helmsman covers his mouth and nose. Then I start to run, picking up the oar, the spine, the helmsman's soul. I never ever stand still. Well, that was poetic. Fuck me. Okay, why is this called Hansel and Gretel? The brother, the sister, the evil witch, yes. That is Hansel and Gretel, but why? Why are we doing this now? Marcus holds Hoffman's hand all the while. Tears wet the note drop by drop, causing the ink on it to bleed. The chaotic thoughts in her mind all recede away. The roaring of her heart begins to slow. At this moment, only grief and bewilderment remain.
Madame Hoffman was calm till the end. Why? Was she not afraid? No. I just read her fear through her trembling fingers. But she would not show it. She knew it would have frightened me.
Repeat.
Oh, hi. The communicator rings again.
This is the 24-hour countdown to the storm. All personnel must return to the headquarters. Repeat. This is the 24-hour countdown to the storm. Hoffman, this is Semmelweis. You must leave now. Last call. You know we won't wait if you miss it.
Marcus turns off the communicator with one hand.
The storm is coming, Doctor. Come with me to the headquarters. You can take Madame Hoffman's place in the shelter.
The doctor says nothing. She just lifts her head, gazing up at a non-existent canopy. Then she speaks, as if making a plea to the gods above.
King Midas hunted in the woods, in search of Silenus, the wisest satyr, the companion of the wine god. What is the best and most enticing thing for a man? The king asked. The satyr laughed in response. Children of mischance and misery, you are asking for an answer you wish not to hear. And what is best is beyond your reach. To never be born, to never exist, to be nothing. But you still have the next best thing. Die. And do it soon.
Caconia covers her face, a piercing laugh escaping through her fingertips, accompanied shortly after by tears.
I don't care if I could make it through the storm. My end is already upon me.
Doctor.
I'd rather die here than spend the rest of my life running from the storm. Get to safety, Miss Marcus. I still have things to do. It's a shame that we won't get to be colleagues.
She turns resolutely, not once looking back. But the young apprentice does not stop her. She is thinking of something more important.
Auf der Suche nach Silenus.
Seeking Silenus in the woods.
Did Theophil write the poem in the same misery and despair? Then why did he call the painting The Salvation? He set fire to every piece of his work, but why leave this one out? And this strange way of drawing?
Did he, in a wild stupor, somehow discover something to the storm and drew it as an abstract picture? Her thoughts are clearer than ever before. Guilt, madness, blame, and hatred that burns through everything, raging through her thoughts. The past has once filled that page. It was gone now. Now no one would make her decisions for her.
Heinrich said he showed the path to salvation and brought you all to the guiding one. Salvation. Salvation. Could it be?
Yeah? What really scared me was not the threat to my life, but the... She closes her eyes. Okay, we're doing this again. Hold on. What really scared me was not the threat to my life, but the possibility of dying ignorant. Okay. All the information she has read in the past, along with the surging blood from the potion, converges before her eyes. Oh yeah, she's kinda like supercharged right now.
If I succeed, I can prevent the death of someone who holds the clues. Even if I die, I'll still turn Kakanya completely against Isolde. This was your plan, madam?
This was what Hoffman was planning?
What really scared me was not the threat to my life, but the possibility of dying ignorant.
I know what to do now.
She opens her eyes wide, calling out the figure as she is about to leave.
Doctor, wait! There might be another way.
But Kakanya does not listen. She has made up her mind.
Don't fall into darkness.
The departing figure is held back. Marcus fights with an unprecedented determination.
Don't let madness or despair take over, Doctor. This is not the end. My mission is not over.
She reaches into her pocket, silencing the small machine that has been frantically signaling the final evacuation warning.
There's still another way to end this. But it can only be done by you and me.
Okay. What did she figure out? Oh. Oh. Well, that looks abstract. A blaze lights up the street, replacing the glow of dead electric lights. People fight, throwing themselves into a frenzied hysteria. The street looks like an exploded powder keg.
The Guiding One is merciful in bringing this era to an end before the summer of 1914.
Oh, hello, Mr. Fordouche-me-not.
Here, the nationalists, the internationalists, the arcanists, the rationalists, the progressives, the conservatives, the fanatics, the bystanders. They indulge in passion, insisting that it is their ideals that make up the world. Who would have thought that such a progressive and sensible era would end in a barbaric war? Yet in the end, like dust, they'll be swept away and forgotten by time. Only the true believers will survive the end.
Sure, buddy.
But I must regretfully remind you, killing one of our own, despite your merits, is a violation of the rules.
Oh, shut up.
I will report this to the Guiding One.
Like she cares about you, she cares about Kakanya. Her smile remains picture perfect yet hollow.
May I have a moment alone, Mr. Forget-Me-Not? I want to look at this city one last time.
Whatever you want.
Forget-Me-Not walks away in boredom. He has long tired of this maddening conversation. Isolde stands alone on the street. People around her celebrate, dance, releasing their inner repression and their primal passions. But none of that matters to her. She is merely waiting. Waiting for the sky to fall. Uh-huh. Oh shit. Oh wow. Kakanya? That's a bright smile.
I've thought about this and made up my mind, Isolde. You were right. I will join you.
Uh-huh. Holy shit, she's happy.
I have been waiting to hear this for so long.
Okay, this has to have something to do with what Marcus just told her.
I know this is what you want. Now I can finally make your dream come true.
Sure. Kakania extends a handkerchief, wiping away her wild-eyed tears of joy.
Before we leave, I would like to take one last walk in this world. Would you like to join me and walk to my clinic?
Oh, the mirrors. Oh, the mirrors. Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, and she's hiding in the back observing. This is gonna be a finale, huh? Okay, let's see this. Oh, and the last thing is called LUCEVAN STELLE. Okay, a circle and time. No beginning, no end. Alright. Let's do this.
Du hast alles gut durchdacht.
You have everything wrapped up. Kakania shuts the door, dimming the apocalyptic clamor outside. The clinic remains cluttered, empty, quiet. Only the mirrors no longer flash.
Ja, der Spiegel macht mir Angst nach dem, was passiert ist.
Yes, the mirror scares me after what happened.
Er spiegelt wahrheitsgetreu mein hässliches Gesicht wider. Meine abstoßende Seele.
It truthfully reflects my ugly face, my disgusting soul.
Doktor, du bist nicht abstoßend. Wie kann jemand, der abstoßend ist, so edle, hohe Ideale haben wie du?
You're not disgusting, Doctor. How can someone disgusting have noble, high ideals like yours?
Vielleicht. Vielleicht haben Sie recht. Es ist Zeit, das Tuch zu lüften.
Perhaps. Maybe you're right. It's time to lift the cloth. Kakania pulls back the curtain. The dim room suddenly brightens.
Das Licht tut weh. Hast du die Vorhänge geöffnet?
The light hurts. Did you open the curtains?
Doktor, ich kann nichts sehen.
Doctor, I can't see. Oh. An overexposed world slowly... Okay. And a strange cold voice. Ooh, I can actually see the little thingies inside of the picture now more clearly. Yeah, those are definitely some kind of runes. An overexposed world slowly reveals a painting. Okay.
Schauen Sie sich dieses Gemälde an, Isolde.
Look at this painting, Isolde.
Erinnert es Sie an etwas?
Does it remind you of anything?
Ich kann es nicht deutlich sehen, Doktor. Es ist zu hell hier.
I can't see it clearly, Doctor. It's too bright in here.
Könntest du die Vorhänge etwas zuziehen?
Can you pull the curtains? Just a bit?
Das ist das Gemälde Ihres verstorbenen Bruders. Die Rettung.
This is the painting of your late brother. The Salvation.
Wir haben eine einfache Tatsache übersehen, Isolde. Bis Heinrichs letzte Worte uns alle daran erinnerten.
We've overlooked a simple fact, Isolde. Until Heinrich's final words reminded us all.
Theophil schrieb seine Notiz in Verzweiflung, nannte aber sein letztes Gemälde die Rettung.
He wrote a message into this thing. Theophil wrote his notes in despair, yet he called his last painting the Salvation.
Doktor, es ist so hell hier. Können wir woanders reden?
Doctor, it's too bright in here. Can we please talk somewhere else? She waits for a response of concern or pity. But she receives none.
Wie konnte ich das übersehen, Isolde? Eine noble Dame wie Sie kann nicht nur singen und tanzen, sondern auch zeichnen.
Okay. How could I have missed this, Isolde? A noble lady such as you not only can sing and dance, but also draw.
Theophil war ein feiner Herr, aber nur fein. Er war talentiert, aber nicht begabt. Die Frauen des Detasdorfs waren schon immer bessere Medien als ihre Männer. Sie sind viel begabter als ihr Bruder.
Theophil was a fine gentleman, but only fine. He was skilled, but not gifted. The women of the Ditasovs have always been better mediums than the men. You're much more gifted than your brother.
Sollen wir euch beiden dankbar sein? Du und dein Bruder, ein paar Messiasse dieser Ära? Einer von euch schrie die Wahrheit in einem bemitleidenswerten Gedicht heraus und hielt seine Verzweiflung in Form von Kunst fest. Und der andere...
Should we be thankful of the two of you? You and your brother, a pair of messiahs of this era. One of you cried out and revealed the truth in a pitiful poem, and kept his despair in the form of art.
Doktor. Und der andere wollte die Farbe von oben abkratzen, ihre wahren Farben enthüllen und sie neu formen.
And the other wished to scrape the paint off the top, reveal its true colors and reshape it.
Das bist du, Isolde. Du hast versucht, die Verzweiflung abzukratzen und die Welt mit deinen mitfühlenden, mitleidigen Händen neu zu formen.
That's you, Isolde. You tried to scrape off the despair and reshape the world with your compassionate, pitiful hands.
Er schuf die Kunst und du hast sie vervollständigt.
He created the art and you completed it.
Du und dein Bruder seid die Mitgestalter dieses Gemäldes, aus Mitleid für diese Welt.
You and your brother are the co-creators of this painting, out of your pity for this world.
Und deshalb war es das einzige Werk, das den Brand überstanden hat.
And that's why it was the only work that survived the fire.
Hab ich recht, Isolde? Sag es mir!
Am I right, Isolde? Tell me! Arcania's words carry weight.
Mit Heinrichs Hilfe habt ihr beide den Anführer von Manus Vindictae getroffen. Ihr habt das Wunder gesehen. Euch wurde der Weg zur Rettung gezeigt.
With Heinrich's help, the two of you met the leader of Manus Vindictae. You saw the miracle. You were shown the path to salvation.
Aber der arme Theophil konnte nicht akzeptieren, was ihm gesagt wurde. Wie du wurde er von seinem edlen Blut verflucht. Er hatte Mitgefühl für die Welt, hielt aber dennoch an den Privilegien des Adels fest.
But the poor Theophil could not accept what he was told. Like you, he was cursed by his noble blood. He sympathized with the world, yet he still clung to the privileges of nobility.
Er wollte nicht mit Manus Vindictae zusammenarbeiten, aber er wollte auch keinen Krieg.
He didn't want to work with Manus Vindictae, but he didn't want war either.
Er hatte seine inneren Kämpfe. Als Begünstigter der Rettung war das Schreiben von Verzweiflung sein einziger Ausweg.
He had his struggles. As a beneficiary of the salvation, writing of despair was his only way to end.
Er musste sein Leben nehmen, um den Schmerz zu beenden. Und er wollte, dass du dich ihm anschließt, damit ihr beide gemeinsam von der Qual befreit werdet.
He had to take his life to end the pain, and he wanted you to join him, so that you and he would be free of the torment together.
Aber er übersah die Tatsache, dass du im Gegensatz zu ihm bereits in Verzweiflung lebtest. Alles, was er hatte und ihm wichtig war, hatte nie dir gehört. Die Zerstörung dieser Welt bedeutete dir nichts.
But he overlooked the fact that, unlike him, you were already living in despair. Everything he had and cared about had never been yours. The destruction of this world meant nothing to you.
Mein Kopf tut wirklich weh.
My head really hurts.
Also hast du aus Mitleid den Abzug gezogen.
So you pulled the trigger on him, out of pity.
Ich kann nicht sehen. Könntest du bitte das Licht im Raum dimmen?
I can't see anything. Can you please dim the room?
Betrachte dieses Gemälde. Schau dir diese Spiegel an, Isolde.
Look at this painting. Look at these mirrors, Isolde.
Was hat dir der Anführer von Manus Vindictae gezeigt? Was ist der Weg zur Rettung? Ist es ein Zauber? Ein Ritual?
What did the leader of Manus Vindictae show you? What is the path to salvation? Is it a spell? A ritual?
Du bist die Einzige, die es weiß.
You're the only one who knows. Battle? Uh-huh. Ooh, awesome mute. Uh-huh, okay. Okay, all three are named Singing Phantom. First one... Recitativo? The painful chanting spirit of a person overcome with hysteria. As the curtain curtain rises, she shields her face, not wanting to be seen by the world. Her eyes are fixed, lost in a state of intoxication, for the sake of being intoxicated, crying out for the sake of crying out. The second one is Aria. The sobbing, singing spirit of a person overcome with hysteria. Day and night, her performance is constant, never-ending rhythm. In the shadows, she revels in both beauty and darkness, her voice singing a haunting melody of blood and flowers. And the third and last one, Mezzo. As the final curtain approaches, sadness, grief, uncertainty, and disillusionment swirl within her, and she quietly mourns it all. Okay then, well... Semmelweis.
It seems you're ready.
Watch the mirrors, Miss Marcus. I'll guide Isolde to the memory. If only this would undo my mistakes.
You can do this, Miss Kakanya.
The little bean is cheering for you, you can do this.
Ich kann dich nicht sehen. Wo bist du hin? Verlass mich nicht, Doktor.
I can't see you. Where did you go? Don't leave me, Doctor.
Schließ deine Augen, Isolde.
Please close your eyes, Isolde.
Sag mir, was du von
Tell me what you think of
der Rettung hältst.
the salvation. Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit.
Embrace rather than resist.
Ma, falle gli occhi neri.
Make her eyes turn black.
Meine Augen. Wo sind meine Augen, Schwester? Wo bin ich?
My eyes. Where are my eyes, sister? Where am I?
Das Schauspiel begann lange davor, Schwester.
Oh. The spirit behind her is... her sister? The acting started long before that, sister.
Sie spricht mit ihrer Schwester, die jung gestorben ist.
Mhm.
Wo bist du jetzt, Isolde?
She's talking to her sister who died young. Where are you now, Isolde?
Nirgendwo Besonderes. Eine gewöhnliche Party. Eine Seance.
Nowhere special. An ordinary party. A seance.
Bewunderer, Schmeichler, immer da, bei jedem Treffen.
Admirers, flatterers, always there, at every gathering.
Diese naive kleine Tosca. Sie vertraute ihren süßen Worten.
That naive little Tosca. She trusted their honeyed words.
Sie erzählte ihnen eine andere Geschichte.
She told them another story.
Vorhänge im Wind, das warme Bad der Sonne.
Curtains in a breeze, the sun's bathing glow.
Was passierte als nächstes?
What happened next?
Schließ das Fenster! Schließ es!
Close it! The window! Close it! Also... Okay. Target opening. At the start of the round, all enemy characters get 2 stacks of freezing fire. Genesis damage taken plus 10% stackable. Okay. Also, what was the... defeat Singer Phantom Mezzo. Okay. Okay, I can only target the big one. Alright, sure. Let's see.
That was certainly a choice. Loading. Charging.
Our blood will burn.
Listen.
Eliminate target.
Oh! Oh, this thing is tanky. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay, what is the debuff? Oh, that's the freezing fire. Genesis damage taken. Okay. Okay.
A tooth for a tooth.
Agreed.
Oh, one more.
To the right.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Aim and shoot.
Trust me.
It won't hurt.
Journey to the cosmos.
Resistance is futile.
Ow. Okay. Actually, I didn't need that, but I can prepare it for later. Let's do this.
I hope you like a splash of red.
Relax.
An eye for an eye.
Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
This'll help.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Ow.
Look away from me.
Calm down.
Holy hell, you're tanky. Alright, let's rank up the shit.
Like cupping the moon in the palm of my hand.
A tooth for a tooth.
Oh, wait. Do this, do that, do that, and do that.
I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky.
Our victory comes in a tide of blood.
The law is above all else.
Target confirmed.
Nice.
Thunder, attack.
Rotten luck.
That is pretty, but that hurts.
Look away from me.
Ow. My poor health. Oh, I need healing. Shuffle that, please. Okay, that's better. Okay, do that. Do some healing. Please hit, please hit.
I, Robot, Child of Science.
Noble or lowly, sin shall
Barrage.
be punished.
The light that illuminates all.
Alright, there we go. Ooh. Okay, next one. Holy shit.
Was ist los mit deiner Stimme? Wo bist du jetzt?
What's wrong with your voice? Where are you now?
Eine Probe. Der goldene Ball. Sei nicht sauer auf mich. Ich weiß, eine Schauspielerin sollte perfekt sein.
A rehearsal, the golden ball. Don't get mad at me. I know an actress should be perfect.
Jede Toska sollte den feinsten Traum darstellen.
Every Tosca should have picked the finest dream.
Sie sehen sie als einen Vogel, der ihre Lieder und Pracht preist.
They see her as a bird, praising its songs and splendor.
Aber genießt sie das? Tut sie das?
But does she enjoy this?
Ist der Vogel noch da?
Is the bird still there?
Ist fort.
She's gone.
Cavaradossi öffnete den vergoldeten Käfig und er floh.
Cavaradossi opened the gilded cage and it flew. Uh-huh. Oh, bloody interlude? Oh, that's new. At the start of the round, all enemy characters get 3 stacks of burn. Okay, that's ouch. I need healing on the double. Alright, first...
Off thou go.
Actually, wait.
Agreed.
Off thou go.
A tooth.
Then healing, then the beam.
Huh. Very well.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Noble or lowly, sin shall
Eliminate
be
target.
Nice, nice, nice. There we go. Give me more healing. Ow.
Take a deep breath.
Rotten luck.
Ow. Okay. More healing. Actually, wait. That, then that. Then that, and then rearrange that. Okay.
Regaining control of our bodies.
Noble or lowly, sin shall
A little
fight.
surprise.
Yeah, just keep hitting her. No, that's bad. Don't kill my robo lady.
Take a deep breath.
There goes my party. Okay. Well, this will be interesting.
Agreed.
Can you two survive this?
Our victory comes in a tide of blood.
Probably not.
Make an atonement for thy sins in full.
She just died.
Resistance is futile.
An eye for an eye. Feeleth pain and knoweth regret.
Well, this is not gonna succeed. Let's try this again. Okay, so first and foremost, I do not have the units built for this fight. This fight is kicking my ass, and I'm not ashamed to admit I switched this to story, aka breezy mode, so this thing is gonna die now very, very quickly. I literally went through phase 1 in 2 attacks. I tried a lot of things. I don't have the units built right now for this fight, even on normal difficulty. And pretty much everybody just keeps dying. The stacks are going too high. So, for the sake of this Let's Play, this is a Let's Play. I need to produce parts. I cannot sit on an episode for a whole week just to build 1 extra unit for this fight. So we're gonna clear this right now. And I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I just want to pass it and I want to see the rest of this chapter.
I said hello.
Feeleth pain and knoweth regret.
But yeah, I just could not get past even half of the HP bar in this phase. The stacks get too high, the damage is too high from the dot. And the boss is just insane.
Properly. Loading.
Party planner.
Your command.
I, robot, child of science. Eliminate target.
Alright, finally, final phase. Damn. I just want to add, it's been like 2 hours since I heard the song in phase 1 for the first time. Anyway.
Erkennst du dieses Teil? Das dachte ich mir.
Recognize this part? I thought you would.
You're overdoing it, Miss Kakanya.
Mir geht's gut. Mach weiter, Isolde.
I'm fine. Go on, Isolde.
Von einem Punkt zeichnete der Pinsel einen Kreis.
From a point, the brush drew a circle. Also, the music completely stopped, I just noticed.
Das Porträt begann mit diesem dummen Kreis. Dann zeichnete er Augen und einen Mund.
Uh-huh. The portrait started with the silly circle. Then he drew eyes and a mouth.
Und dann gebar der Kreis den Kreis. Unheil gebar Unheil.
And then circle begat circle, disaster begat disaster.
Kunst, eine faszinierende Krankheit. Verlangen, Unterdrückung und Wahnsinn. Alles wird durch Kunst ausgelebt.
Art, a fascinating disease. Desire, repression, and madness, are all vented through art.
Es ist die Rettung. Wir kommen näher.
It's the salvation. We're getting closer.
Nein, nein, malt es falsch.
No, he's drawing it wrong.
Theophil, du malst es falsch.
Theophil, you're drawing it wrong. Oh shit, this piece of music. Also, hi there. Do you have a special name or something? No, just summon spirit. Oh, this is a musical piece to go with this. Alright. Alright.
Brave decision.
An eye for
Charging.
an eye.
Everyone has their own destination.
Feeleth pain and knoweth regret.
Faraday's miracle.
Isopo kai sangue.
Yeah, this is a bit anticlimactic right now, but I cannot help it. I couldn't even get to this phase, so whatever.
I was so close.
Dr. Catania! Was passiert als nächstes? Was ist danach passiert?
What next? What happened after?
Cavrodossi. Wohin bist du gegangen?
Where did you go?
Bitte schau mich an, Doktor. Hilf mir! Bitte hilf mir!
Oh boy. Please look at me, doctor. Help me. Please help me.
It's time to say goodbye. Don't miss me, really. I'll be back.
This one is weirdly appropriate, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you.
Doctor, you must stop using the mirror. You will both collapse if you continue to force her.
I'm running out of options.
Good god, it's really been 2 hours. I'm like trying to remember in my head, what did I do 2 hours ago? Right, this. Holy shit, this fight. Oh, I'll be back to take revenge in the future.
I have to hypnotize her.
Oh. You're gonna hypnotize her? Oh boy. Didn't you frown on that?
Hypnotize me. You, Miss Clara.
Yeah.
The doctor who resents hypnosis and had even fought a duel to stop it.
Yeah.
You are going to use it on me.
Man, she's put into a desperate corner if she's going down the route of using hypnosis.
Why? Because I'm a hysterical, irrational woman? The wicked witch? The cursed, inconsolable Arcanist?
I wanna say no to the things she's saying, but my girl, you've been killing people left, right, and center, and you think you're doing a good thing with that? Yeah.
Why? Why are you like this to me?
'Cause she doesn't want to kill you.
Please calm yourself, Isolde. And fix your eyes on this watch.
Oh boy.
Why? Did I do something wrong again? Am I hopelessly incurable?
You just need to calm down.
Why? Why couldn't you cure me?
Oh boy.
Can't you save me from despair one more time?
Can you not just be with her normally? You know, just spend time with her. Hang out with her. Do the things you already did with her. You know, sit down, have tea, talk. That would kind of help, you know. She looks at the beautiful girl, her once friend. Once friend. But she doesn't know how to save her.
Isolde. Gehe zum Ort des Friedens. Zum Heim der Nacht.
Oh boy.
grausamste von allen.
You're the cruelest of all. Oh.
Wenn du bereits eine Entscheidung getroffen hast und denkst, dass ich schuldig bin, warum behandelst du mich dann so sanft?
If you've made up your mind and think
Wenn das die Lösung ist, die du gebracht hast, werde ich sie mit Freude annehmen.
Wow. Hold on. If you've made up your mind and think I'm guilty, why do you treat me so gently? If this is the salvation you brought, I will embrace it with joy. Wow. She begins a familiar aria, singing with all her heart. Her voice, at last, not some guise or act, but her true self.
Astri al ciel che ne radian più belli nell'ora del dolor perché Signor
Holy shit. The song never left her.
Ah, Doctor. E LUCEVAN. Le stelle.
Look, Doctor, the stars are shining. Holy shit.
Now, tell me, Isolde, what do you think of when you look at this painting?
Images appear in the mirror. Clear, bright, and accompanied by the echo of the tide.
I am intrigued by the name of your little group. The Circle.
Oh, hi, bitch.
Yes, unlike other animals, there's a power in every one of us.
Oh.
It's the source of our instinct. Following it, man survives the cruelty of nature. In awe of this extraordinary power, the first of man drew a magical circle on the ground, symbolizing a higher power, and declaring that man would no longer be at the mercy of nature. That was the first circle, the first magic, the first art.
An interesting take. I happen to have a circle too. This is also an ancient miracle. A circle of salvation. It shelters the chosen ones from the falling rain and sees them to the promised land.
Oh, neat. She looked at the camera at the end. Also, hi, bitch queen. How's it going? So she made contact with Theophil at some point in the past. That's why he started drawing that stuff. A vague murmur emanates from the mirror, like an ancient echo.
Yes! That's it! I saw it! Doctor, I heard it! I read the storm immunity ritual! We did it!
Hey! Good job!
Finally.
Kakania falls to the ground, exhausted. Marcus, ready now to face the communicator again, activates it. This time, though, it brings good news. Oh? From Marcus or from the Institute?
News from the front line. They have sent home the storm immunity ritual. Get to work, people.
Mm-hmm.
In the 22 hours before the storm arrives, the whole world is our proving ground.
Oh? Are they actually gonna prevent this one? Ooh. This would be interesting, but I'm somehow fearing this is not gonna happen in this chapter. Okay. White envelope. A reply on how to best take care of daggers and hand mirrors. Open the envelope. Okay. Reply from the headquarters. Miss Marcus, level 2 investigator. Regarding the matters of the Arcanist Isolde and Campania, the headquarters of the St. Paulo Foundation has been fully informed of the situation, and the Special Assessment Department is now working on containment measures. We thank you for your efforts. Please stay out of harm's way and move to a safe area before the storm arrives. At this time, the St. Paulo Foundation temporarily containment plan is as follows. Unregistered Arcanist Isolde von Dietersdorf. A preliminary threat assessment report has been prepared, and the subject meets the level 3. Very funny, I needed the requirement for the fight normal level was inside level 3. Anyway, the subject meets the level 3 containment criteria in the St. Paulo Foundation's underground shelter. We will temporarily mobilize the Razor Squad, a special operations squad stationed in Prague, to arrive in Vienna and assist the investigative team in any way possible to ensure their safety throughout the containment process. Unregistered Arcanist Clara Winkler. Oh, that's her full name, right. A preliminary threat assessment report has been prepared. The subject poses a low level of danger. In accordance with the Containment Management Regulation, document number 003, no mandatory containment measures will be taken. Okay, nice. Please ensure her safety, as she will be supponate? Am I reading it correctly? What is that word? I've never seen that word. Hold on. Subpoenaed. Okay. I know what subpoena is. I think the ending of it confused me. Anyway, she will be subpoenaed in the future as a material witness to the Vienna incident in accordance with the law. Basically, she will be summoned in the future as a material witness. That's what subpoena means. May the peace be with us. St. Paulo Foundation headquarters. Oh, there is no post scene. Okay, I see. I think I see now what the next chapter is gonna be about, right? Let me see. Oh, yep. Oh, it also has a intermission chapter. Right. Chapter 7 is vereinsamt. Okay. So chapter 7 is gonna be dealing with... I guess, the first attempt at stopping the storm? I guess? Okay. I'm just looking at the subtitle and the smaller title below vereinsamt in the card. We are all alone. Lonely, pardon. Wow. Okay. I will obviously say a couple of things about this chapter, but before I do, I think it's finally time... it's finally time to look at the different trailers and such, so let me switch to that, and then I'm gonna say a couple of things, because I do obviously want to talk about this chapter before I end the video. So let's do the trailers first. Okay then, let's do this as always. So, 3 trailers only this time around. I'm gonna be skipping on the music, because the last time I had to use it, I had to literally... well, I had to let YouTube double render the video because I had to click the option of mute the song and don't mute me, and that took a while. That took a while on YouTube and to go through, and it's not fun. It's not fun to see when you upload a pretty long video the warning of, hey, this video cannot be monetized. Not nice. And then you have to do that whole thing. So from now on, I'm gonna be skipping on the music because you never know when these songs. I know some of them are probably fine, some are probably not, but I'm just not gonna risk it. It's easier and safer this way. But anyway, 3 trailers: the 1.7 trailer, the Isolde trailer, and the Marcus trailer, of course. So let's see the 1.7 trailer first.
A painting based on the mysterious island? The host is Isolde? The opera singer?
Oh, poor thing. Every member of that family met a tragic end. And now her brother. Shh.
Okay, this scene
has left us.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, my late brother's final painting, inspired by the Golden Isle. The salvation.
Miss Dittersdorf, I know your brother's death has affected you deeply.
Doctor,
you need to release your oppressions.
The rain, the Golden Isle.
The
island of the painting. Is that where the Timekeeper is at now?
The bean.
How did Theophil know about the storm and the island?
Oh, Hoffman.
An organization called the Circle. It's the symbol of the Circle. Are they really just a group of artists?
What do you see in the mirror?
I see golden circles.
Oh, Jesus.
Theophil in the fire. He burned all his paintings.
Alright, this trailer is showing quite a lot.
I heard a shot.
Oh, this trailer is showing quite a lot.
At the same time?
Will our people be able to defend themselves on that island?
To help them is to help ourselves.
I can see how you burned with passion. Welcome to the circle, Miss Marcus.
We share the same dream as you.
I am intrigued by the name of your little group, the Circle.
Even if the world ends tomorrow, we still have a show to watch. Please, enjoy.
Alright, this showed quite a lot of the story, not gonna lie.
Me? I'm what the gathering is for. There's no point for them to be here without me.
Alright, Isolde,
So
right?
keep an eye on me and don't let me faint unnoticed. I hope I won't be a nuisance to you.
Uh-huh. About that. Oh, with the knife. Oh. Oh, wow.
New books are always thicker after being read. The extra thickness is probably the growth of knowledge and the mind taking flight.
Yes.
I will double my efforts. I'll even double the size of my case. And now it's easier to understand.
Ooh. Alright, and in costumes. Oh, whoa. Alright. Character stories for them? Alright. They're probably gonna make their way back at some point. Excuse me, what? Booster packs. Okay, that's fun. Anecdotes, alright. Huh. Even more events! Right, login events. Yep. Alright. Alright, more. This is a long trailer. Okay. A lot of violent stuff making its way back. Okay. But yeah, damn, the major portion of the trailer showed quite a lot, not gonna lie. It was pretty much all the major beats of the story, just slightly out of order in some aspects. Okay, that was definitely cool. Let's see, this is gonna be the Isolde trailer.
Tell me, Isolde, what do you see in the mirror?
Me stabbing a bitch. Sorry.
Casting off your shackles is the first step to recovery.
The Dittersdorfs, a family cursed by the Arcanist bloodline. Such fleeting, fragile lives they all lived. Shh, it'll be over soon.
Just cover it with butterflies.
Noble.
Oof.
I can't afford to end up like my mother and father. To be cured, I've tried all the treatments.
Ow. Oh, this is interesting framing.
How much they love me. And yet,
Singing to channeling? Huh. She's a total fraud. But Oliviana is in love with her.
Wow.
Don't let her Arcanist tricks fool you. She's but an empty vessel, a decoration. A maniacal imposter bewitching the public.
And what about you? How do you see yourself?
me, all of these interpretations are me, Doctor.
Ah, yes. A totally normal person. Oh boy. That was something. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about this in a moment. First off, Marcus trailer. First day at work.
I'm Marcus. This is my first day officially working for the Foundation.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully not the last.
Oh, she's so nervous.
It's been 645 days since I made a self-introduction. And this time, I'm meeting with...
Madam Z, the direct supervisor.
Oh, with Z.
And a member of the Foundation's committee. Be sure to greet appropriately. Don't get nervous. Be normal.
Good God, Hoffman.
Yes, Madam Hoffman.
Show your face, at least.
What exactly is appropriate? Besides my name and ID number. But who can remember something that long? Take a deep breath, Marcus. There must be clues that can help me. Madam Z's cup.
Oh no.
Some kind of Eastern craftsmanship.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I read an article on Eastern greetings back on the Isle.
Oh no.
I can give it a try.
Marcus.
But what if
She's in her own world.
Marcus?
Yes, Marcus. That's me.
This is Madam Z.
Gung hei Patchoy.
Well, hello would have sufficed, Marcus.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed that after everything. After everything for the past 3 hours of recording, I needed that. That was beautiful. That stammering through that thing. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you for being an adorable bean. She was so absorbed in the whole thing. She forgot what she was doing. Also, I love the little bit of yes, Marcus, that's me. That immediately reminded me of the whole bit in Konosuba with Kazuma always reacting to every time someone says Kazuma, Kazuma with Kazuma this somewhere in the background. But yeah, anyway, can I get a page with no rain for a second? Apparently no. There we go, that's better. Alright, so whew, this was a chapter. Holy shit. Yeah. What do you even say? I feel like I said already a shit ton during during the whole thing. But yeah. Definitely left an impression. That's an understatement. Definitely left an impression. I do hate the fact that I called Hoffman's death. And I had a feeling something is gonna happen to her. Not from the very beginning of the chapter, but the more they started going into the chapter and started showcasing the dynamic between her and Marcus. And how much of a both strict and kind mentor she is to her. Oh, I had so many Van Damme flashbacks. For those of you who don't know Van Damme, Xenoblade is the only thing I'm gonna say. I know it's probably spoiling something, but look, he's not the only one. That happens in a lot of anime and games. The mentor always has to suffer at some point. That's the whole crux of it. That's how the protege is gonna grow from the mentor's demise, sadly. But yeah, damn. But yeah, she God, she even went out without even saving the one person she wanted to save for questioning purposes. But regardless, Marcus managed to do her thing. She managed to still gather herself up and get all the clues out of there, and even potentially now found a solution for saving everybody from the storm, which I'm very interested to see how this is gonna shape up, because that definitely feels like it's gonna be the pardon. That definitely feels like it's gonna be the thing that's gonna shape chapter 7 and its story. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Marcus, on the other hand, what a bean. What a little bean. What a tragic story for a little bean. Oh my god. Also, once again, thank you for pointing out that she is from this era, from this period, but she went to both the future and then now back to the past because of the storm. So, thank you for pointing that out. That she went on a journey. But we'll see. I'm wondering if she's gonna be present at all outside of maybe being mentioned or showed for a split second in the next chapter. The next chapter, judging by the card and everything, seems to gonna be mostly focused, probably gonna be mostly focused around the institution and Laplace and everything. So we'll see what that entails. I'm gonna presume that Vertin is gonna be back for the next chapter more so than not, but again, we'll see. I'm only speculating. I highly doubt that they are gonna be keeping 37 for too long in a coma. This chapter deviated from the group mostly due to the fact that they wrote 37 as being in a coma, and they literally just suffered pretty much a attack by a military force on the island. But yeah, anyway, back to this thing. Isolde and Campania. Holy shit. Like it was brought up, Caconia poking around Isolde's mind, probably not the best solution, as it drove her even more insane, or solidified her in her own self-assurance, essentially, and pushed her even further down a path that she shouldn't have walked on. On the other hand, if she would have not poked around her head and wouldn't have been her psychiatrist, essentially, well, in that case, she might have even taken her own life, the way this was shaping up. Or, as it was insinuated, she was on the brink of it. But yeah, of course, Manus Vindictae had to poke around her family, even showcasing here at the end that Arcana interfered, or rather talks to Theophil, her family member, at one point on a ship. I'm wondering if it's a ship that was heading towards the island or from the island. I wonder. I can't remember right now. Was Theophil supposed to be on that island at some point? Or maybe the ship thing is just coincidental. But it feels like it's not? Interesting. But yeah, anyway. The two of them definitely had a tragic relationship. Now I wonder what is gonna be happening to Isolde next. Now that Caconia brought her under control with hypnosis, so she doesn't use her arcane powers anymore. What's gonna be her next? I mean, considering she's playable, she definitely has some story behind her, either throughout the next chapter or in her files, potentially. But I obviously don't have access to that. That is, what's the word? That is part of, getting her as a character. Maybe that's gonna happen in the future, who knows. But yeah, also, I do like the presentation of Isolde here with her embracing, especially in the trailer as well, showcasing it the best probably, her embracing all sides of her as herself, essentially, which is kind of like the whole shtick that gets brought up with actors quite a lot, where considering an actor has to go through hoops and loops to essentially embrace a character, to become the character, and they keep just changing their personality over and over and over again and adapting it to be a character for a role, especially on bigger, longer filming projects. That some actors definitely have that. What's the psychological term for it? I can't remember it. It's essentially like a. It's not a multiple personality disorder. It's just a loss of self kind of thing. I don't remember what it's called. Maybe some of you know what I mean. But they definitely go through periods, at least once or twice, where they just kind of lose track of their real self, essentially, because of all the roles that they had to accept. But I do like that approach here with Isolde, where it's pretty much that, but enhanced by the fact that she is channeling spirits that are then possessing her body, and she's using that to enhance and use that for her stage plays, essentially. She obviously has her own talent and everything, but the spirits are essentially tools for her to enhance her play. But at the same time, it's was definitely breaking her down slowly. Plus, people obviously talking behind her back, then her whole family line basically suffering through that whole thing, and the arcane powers that they are inheriting from each other, becoming more and more depressed over it and broken over it, as to it's basically a thing of she's being pushed into believing that something bad will happen to her, based on the fact that every bad thing imaginable happened to her family members and predecessors as well. So she's just under the belief that something has to happen to her as well. Kind of superstition for the most part. Probably for the most part, I would say like a 70-30. 70 being the superstition part, 30 being, yeah, her arcane powers are definitely influencing the whole thing and pushing her down that line of insanity, essentially. And yeah, Kakania, on the other hand, like I said at the beginning of the video where I read that comment, epiphany is, sorry, empathy is a great word to describe her, and a bit maybe too trustworthy and not analyze. It's kind of funny for someone who is so keen on therapy and stuff like that, not looking too deep into the person that she was giving therapy to, which could on the other hand be because the two of them were very close and very good friends, essentially, that she wasn't taking into consideration that Isolde could be actually mentally insane to some degree, that she only thought that her surroundings were making Isolde appear to be insane and were just muddling her mind, essentially. But there was more behind that. I wonder if she wouldn't have known Isolde so well and would have tried to do therapy on her if she would have realized Isolde's true self. I do wonder, because I personally think it's the fact that she knew her too well to actually see beyond the veil of who she truly is, to actually know what's coming. And yeah, man, what a chapter. Music was great. I love all the classical pieces that I used throughout this whole chapter. Veen presented in the game looked beautiful in the couple of shots that they used. I'm presuming some of the background shots were actual Veen, but in probably the old city center, based on old footage probably as well. Well, that one building was definitely a building that to this day exists and is in the same place. So that was all nice. And yeah, the cutscenes were nice. I will say though, however, I'm actually surprised, considering that for YouTube purposes they have the same cutscenes, but, you know, visually enhanced, as I just literally was watching them. At least pieces of them are visually enhanced, which I am under no illusion that they have higher quality cutscenes, less pixelated, somewhere in their vault, somewhere on their hard drives. I'm actually surprised that then for the PC version they actually don't implement these higher versions, the higher res versions of the cutscenes, because I've been noticing that throughout the game so far, a lot of the very live 2D cutscenes that they are using throughout the whole game are definitely meant for the mobile client of the game. I'm just surprised that they are not using the higher quality ones that they definitely have for the PC client. Because, God, do they look... do they look in a certain way. And it doesn't... And I don't mean it in a charming way. But yeah, anyway. Very, very both enjoyable and very, very heartbreaking chapter. And I'm looking forward to what's gonna be happening next, and what Chapter 7 is gonna be. But, as always, before we head into Chapter 7, we're gonna do a little detour. Because I have a dumb feeling Chapter 7, if this boss battle kicked my ass, I have a dumb feeling something else in Chapter 7 is gonna kick my ass. So I'm gonna prepare some some units in the meantime. But next time around, we're not gonna be jumping into an anecdote. Usually after a chapter of the main story, I would jump into an anecdote and then into a side story and then back into the main story. But this time around, we're gonna jump straight into the side story, which in this case is gonna be this one here, Journey to Morpunk, or Puck? Is the N silent? Probably. Gonna have to listen to it at some point. But yeah, we're gonna jump to this side story next time around. And after that, we're gonna jump into an anecdote. Now, I'm doing it in the reverse order for these two, mostly because the next anecdote I want to jump into is the Xeno one. Xeno has been mentioned throughout the Green Lake stuff. And obviously, Ilia is also part of Xeno, which I want to check out mostly because of those two things. And as I think you guys also brought up that the Xeno anecdote was implemented with the patch right before, I believe it was, right before the Vereinsamt chapter came into the game. So, well, like, what was the what was the patch before that, like 1.7, 1.8 or something? So might be a good read to get to know Xeno a tiny bit better. And I was already interested in it, so it's gonna be side story, Xeno, and then chapter 7. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's gonna be at least easier recording from here on because I don't have to do the 3 doors anymore and somnambulism. So, easier time for me. Even though some of the bosses tend to, well, kick my ass. As this one did. I'm so sad that I couldn't beat the boss in normal terms, but yeah, no matter what I was trying, I don't really have currently fully built units. I was trying there with Balloon Party to just have extra healing on hand at least, to maybe power through it in that kind of way, but it just wasn't working out. Every time I would get to at least half the HP bar in phase 2, and then the debuff with the tick being like 2.5k per tick was insane. So yeah, it just wasn't working out, so whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna beat that at some point in the future once I actually build some extra units for handling that kind of fight. But yeah, anyway, I would say this will be it for today. I do need to go and edit this down. There's quite a lot of footage to go through. But yeah, anyway, this was a chapter. Oh boy. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. No idea how long this part is gonna be, but hopefully it's enjoyable. If it was, please consider leaving a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. More to come, of course. There's still lots and lots and lots more to cover in this game, and old stuff coming back in. And we will do all of it. And yeah, if you want to support me and my work more directly, memberships are also open. And as always, no video will be behind a membership. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. I'm gonna throw myself into even more work now. And in the meantime, hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next part. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.